Hello, everyone. This is Sandra from my spiritual sanctuary, and welcome back. If you've been here before, and if this is your first time, welcome. Glad to have you. Today is Monday. Yesterday was Mother's Day. I hope all those mothers out there, grandmothers, sisters, all of those women out there had a wonderful day. I am 3,000 miles away from my children and my grandchildren. I have quite the tribe in California, and but I was able to speak with them. So we're still quarantined, so I'm not able to travel back home. But all in all, I had a nice, relaxing day, and I hope all of you did as well. Now, I just wanted to check in with you. I know I've been gone since last Thursday. I had a real experience with that Scorpio full moon, as I'm sure a lot of you did. It was pretty powerful. And if you've been feeling emotional, I know I have, and purging emotions and, just kind of working through the emotions because the Scorpio full moon is bringing up all of those buried things within us. And then today, Saturn goes retrograde. So everything's slowing down. We have a lot of planets that are retrograde right now, and that's being mirrored by what we're seeing out in our world. Now, even though today in Florida, where I am, they're starting phase one, things aren't going to change too much. They really don't seem that much different than they have been. However, it's slow, incremental changes. So, it's an indication that we're getting into a better place. Will we ever go back to the way things were? I doubt it. It's going to create a lot of change for everyone. I know a lot of people are worried about receiving their unemployment checks and, without income and without jobs and that kind of thing. So it is going to be a little bit of a struggle for some, and for some it isn't. So we're all playing by different rules. So I would like to be here today to kind of connect back with my tribe here and all my subscribers. And now I'm feeling back to my normal energy level. So as a healer and a teacher, spiritual teacher, coach, I have to honor the energy within me, which I hope you will as well. When you are not up to par, that is not the time to be coaching, consulting. We're working with different energies now as we are ascending. And like I said last week in my videos, it's no more push, push, push. It's about stepping back, honoring those emotions, honoring our physical sensations, honoring our spirituality that we need, and giving it to ourselves. Okay? So I am no exception in the rule. I'm working through this like the rest of you. And I know when my energy is at its optimum, that's when I'm in front of you. But if it's not, then I'm going into hermit mode like you should probably do for yourself as well, so that you can get that inner compass directed by the divine. And I hope you will check in. Last Wednesday I did my chakras clearing. It was affirmative chakra affirmative healing prayer. We did a little meditation, and that was quite profound. That will align all your chakras and allow the divine to come in and give you the guidance that you need to make different choices if that's your path. For me, I've been going through a lot of changes the last 10 years of my life. Okay, so this little 2-month stint is nothing for me, to be quite honest. My life has been a lot of change for 10 years. So I'm no stranger to this energy. It's been a part of my world. And now I'm learning, like the rest of us, to let go of what no longer serves me and allow a new reality to come in, what I would like to create. So that's kind of what we're doing with this energy. So today, what I thought I would talk about is creating your new future reality on this new earth, because I'm doing that. I'm creating my new future, my new reality, how I want to move forward. And I have a little bit of a list of things that I'd like to share with you about manifesting. It's in my book, so if you wanted to get a copy of my book for free right now, you can just email me and I will send you the link. And my email will be down below. It's myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com. My website is still undergoing some renovation. However, you can go to www.myspiritualsanctuary.com and take a look at who I am and what I do. Okay? So let's start off with an energy clearing. This is one that I like, just to get the energy flowing, okay? So this is the Archangel Michael cleansing. And this came from the Rocky Mountain Mystery School in Utah. I studied there for quite some time, and I would like to share this with all of you. Okay? I invoke Archangel Michael with the fifth dimensional tube of light. Michael, please place this tube of light around me in this lifetime and in all lifetimes, all planetary systems, all solar systems, all alternate realities and all parallel realities, all alternate universes and all parallel universes, as well as all source systems in this time and in all times. Michael, use your sword of light to clear me of all foreign energies, all thought forms and beings, and when I am clear, escort these energies into the tube of light and return them to the fifth dimension to be transmuted to another form of light. Close up my aura to the influences of all beings except of my higher self, my God consciousness, my guides and guardians. So be it, and so it is. Okay, so now we've got the energy cleared. You may want to use that if you wanted to do a clearing for your own self. It's very powerful. Now, creating your new future reality. First off, I wanted to share an excerpt that I threw the coins this morning, and I always use the Tao Te Ching for my divine guidance at times. A lot of times, if you have a specific question that you wanted to ask the universe and you want a direct answer, the I Ching, Tao Te Ching, is a really good resource for that. And it consists of 6 coins that I throw, and it forms a hexagram. And the one that I got today is pretty profound. It talks exactly about what I talked about last week, as far as when you're in surrender mode, you basically are surrendering to the universe, allowing the divine to bring forth what it needs to. It is not a passive act, but an active act of surrendering. You're actually giving up the power to the divine and allowing the divine to course correct or wherever your path leads next. So this particular hexagram is 19. It's called advancing. And the guidance with this hexagram, which is so pertinent for where we are today, is advance. It is beneficial to go forward with a positive attitude, but be mindful of the cyclical nature of things. So yang energy moves forward and upward. And this hexagram, the 2 bottom yang lines, the growing force, are in the process of development. This expresses the natural tendency of yang energy, the primary energy of the universe, and the great motivator of human behavior. It is very important to properly control and guide this yang energy in its early stages of growth. Otherwise, change will occur too quickly and difficulty will arise. Such is the warning of this hexagram. Change is the reality of all phenomena, and all change comes about through the interaction and alternation of yin and yang energy. Each of the 64 hexagrams reflects a different stage of interaction. The alternation of yin and yang can be most clearly seen in the 12 hexagrams, which correspond to the 12 months of the year. 6 of the hexagrams express the increase of the yang energy, while the other 6 express its retreat. The first part of the cycle in which the yang energy increases comes after the winter solstice. At this point, the second half of the cycle in which yang energy decreases begins after the summer solstice. Though all things must change, we should never be discouraged. One must face whatever happens and learn not to push or interfere with the natural process of growth. If one handles oneself well in the early stages of growth, one's cycle will naturally be lengthened. Otherwise, things will happen too quickly and the cycle will diminish. Everyone should understand the guidance of this hexagram and take heed of both its encouragement and its warning. So what that is saying is that in this new energy that we're coming into, it's not an energy that we can force things to happen. Surrendering to the process and allowing is the key way to make it through this period of time. And then really being conscious about our choices moving forward, tapping into our higher self on every level when we're making those decisions and allowing the divine to guide us to that next step. But we can no longer be very, like I said last week, if I be, do, I'll have. That's not true. Sometimes it takes just sitting back, allowing the energy to come in and sit with it, be with it, meditate, pray, and then the answers begin to come. So, rules for manifesting. These are my rules from my book for manifesting miracles. They've worked. This came through from many different sources over the years for many spiritual teachers that I've been working with. And I'd like to just share those with you real briefly. Number 1, write in your gratitude journal daily for at least 40 days to realize the greatest benefits. Number 2, write at least 5 things every day that you're grateful for in your life. When we're grateful for what we have, we allow more to come into our lives. The universe just knows that if we're happy and joyous, it'll bring more of that to us. Write everything in the positive so you begin to think and talk that way. Write about the synchronicities you experience between what you write and what shows up in your life. So that's really important because as you begin to surrender and release to the universe, you will start to experience synchronicities that come out of nowhere. And you'll be thinking about somebody, and next thing you know, they'll call you on the phone. You will think a thought, next thing you know, you see it someplace. Because the veil is being lifted with this higher ascension energy that we're moving towards, that is going to happen more frequently. And so when you're aware of that, and when we write something down, we tend to ground it into our psyche, into our unconscious mind. So then our conscious mind just automatically starts drawing more of that to us. So write about the synchronicities, log them in a journal. If you write something negative or say something negative or self-defeating in your journal or to yourself, then reframe it with a positive after acknowledging it and releasing it to be healed. That's important. We're human. We're in the earth school. We're just human beings. So we're all, we do get negative at times, especially under these kinds of circumstances that we're going through in this pandemic. A good thing to do is when you say something negative and then you go, oh, wow, I know I said it. I was really negative. The best thing to do is say, course correct, okay? Or reframe it to be more positive. Be acknowledge it, and release it, okay? It's bound to happen. We're not perfect. Everybody has it. All right, and number 6 is write in the first person present tense as though you are experiencing this now. Okay, so we want to write everything as if we're experiencing it now. That's almost like on the basis of fake it till you make it, okay? Because if we can actually feel it, see it, hear it, taste it, all of those senses, it'll automatically appear into our existence. Okay, it's not somewhere out there in the future. It's not somewhere in the past. It is here now, and I am experiencing exactly what I want to experience in my life. Write about what you want to create in your life and be specific. So that could be writing something out for 30 days, how you want to see your next 30 days. Okay, do it from like a new moon to the next new moon. Or you can do it at any time. Just write down, okay, 30 days or maybe 60 days, maybe 90 days. This is what I want my life to look like. These are my goals. This is what I want to manifest into my life. Okay? And then there's certain processes that you can do, and I can certainly help you with that. In neuro-linguistic programming, we can actually manifest those into a timeline so that you can see it out into a particular timeline, and then all the things that had to happen for that one event to occur naturally fall into place. It's very mindful, and also at the same time, you're getting really clear about what it is that you do want to bring in your life. Because a lot of people know what they don't want. I don't want this. I know I don't like that. But a lot of people are really focused on what they do want. So that's really getting clear about that, what I want to do next, that kind of thing. Okay. So let's see what's next. Write, number 8, write with feeling and claim that what you desire is already yours, waiting to appear in your life. So last week, when we went through the affirmative prayers, that was basically claiming your divinity and what you want to come into your life. Claim it as if you already have it. Okay. 9, stay focused on what you do want in your life and release what you don't want. So we talked all about that last week in the power of surrender. And number 10, use your imagination to write about your dreams and your desires. It's not the sky's the limit, it's your mind's the limit. Okay. Limitless possibilities. I was just talking to my daughter about that yesterday, and she's reading a book, Limitless, and how to really use your mind to make it more effective. So we are unlimited beings, and we can manifest what we want if we know what that is and we move towards that. And number 11, ask for what you want. The universe doesn't know what to bring you unless you ask. Okay? So, and that all comes with meditation and prayer. Prayer is asking God for what we want, thanking God for all of our blessings, and meditation is hearing God. So that's what I have for you today, my friends. I hope everybody's doing well, and I will be back with you tomorrow with something new. All right. Have a wonderful evening. Until then, namaste, my friends.